Hey everybody, welcome back. This is Kyle here from Omniscience Gaming. And oh boy, it has been a while since I have uploaded, and actually it's been a while since I've done anything but Minecraft. Today, as you can see, we are in World of Tanks. Lagging my tits off because this garage is huge. Tank review. I haven't played World of Tanks in so long. Oh god, does this help any? It doesn't. I haven't played World of Tanks in so long, and I figured I should just get back into it with a tank review. I already reviewed the old Tier 6 and 7 American light tanks, so I figured I could start reviewing some Frenchies. I have 4 low-tier Frenchies, 2 Tier 4s, and 2 Tier 5s. I'm going to start off with the Tier 4s. This is going to be a pretty long video. As you can see, this is the... did they move it? It used to say up there. Soma Sao 40 Tier 4 Tank Destroyer. When I went into the tech tree, and I got some gold for my birthday from my friends. I had this, and so I'm like, I wanna get the Foch. So naturally, I get the UA-57 with on my own, and then I look at this thing, and I look at its details. 280 hit points. It doesn't go that fast. It does not go that fast. 30 degrees traverse. It's alright. That armor is horrible, though. Horrible. 308 to 513 standard shell damage. That's with the 105 mil gun. The top gun. Of course, the one that I'm using. Shut up. Okay. So, penetration, not good, of course, because it's a howitzer. Rate of fire, also pretty bad, 7.06 rounds a minute. Gun traverse speed is great, but the actual gun traverse angle is like this. It's pretty bad. 330 view range, alright. 455 signal range, pretty bad. Yeah. Tier 5 engine, Tier 4 tracks, Tier 7 radio. It does, however, perform quite well with the howitzer. I might play a game in it. I might not. It has a tumor, a cancerous tumor, I'm afraid. If it didn't have this, if this entire thing just got chopped off, that'd be great. It would actually make it a lot better. Probably take off, I don't know, the extra 0.82 tons, and it would go a lot faster. It's pretty slow. Armor, not that great. Planes flying over and everything. Oh, yeah. I don't know if you guys know this, but there would be an Easter egg to where my resolution is set super low. But down here, it says best job I ever had. Because they say that in the movie Fury. And yeah. So, do I like this tank? Yeah. It looks cool, except for the tumor. Gun performs surprisingly well, 9.3 second reload with an 80% loader. So yeah, it's alright. If you're just starting out World of Tanks, I would recommend this line, except for this thing. The ARL V39, the turd on tracks. It's a Tier 6 tank with a Tier 3 gun. You can't get the Tier 5 gun until you spend 5,375 research points on the tracks. And then you should get the engine, and then you should get the guns. Wargaming, what are you thinking? So, anyway, we're gonna come back to this tech tree. Next up on our list is the S-35. Good old Shirley. I don't know why I called it Shirley, I just did. So, I don't have any crew in mind, because I put them in this thing. I just bought this back to play in a platoon. I did take this into a tier 5 tournament a while back, so I had 22 APCR loaded. Don't ask me why, because this thing's 105mm gun has up to 206mm of penetration with an average damage of 300. Let's just go ahead and take a look at it. If you noticed, I do have 49,455 free research on this, or free experience on this, because I use this thing a lot, and I already have the ARL V39, so it just accumulates. And I'm actually pretty low on the creds, so I'm gonna sell these. Not this thing. Okay, so if we're looking at this, you're gonna start out with this setup right here. You can immediately get the radio, I believe. Might even just, yeah, you get this radio on the South 40. So you're gonna start out with this 17-pounder gun, which isn't bad. So it has like a 6-point-something second reload, 171 penetration, 150 damage. That's pretty good. Then you have the choice of getting the tier 7 90mm or the tier 6 105. I would go with the 105 simply because the rate of fire is still decent. 11 seconds is what mine is at. 165 penetration, that's good for a tier 5. And 300 damage, that's great for a tier 5. This costing more research and more credits does less damage and less penetration for a little bit higher rate of fire. So the 105mm would be my choice. You can use the 90mm. I like the 105 better. That was the first video I posted was using this tank. I got 5 kills. I'm like, I'm gonna get a Top Gun, because I've never gotten one before, surprisingly. I don't know why, I just haven't got one. And I'm like, I'm gonna get a Top Gun, but no. No. Tier 7 radio, 455 signal range. Nah, not that good. Engine, not great at all. 260 horsepower for a 20-ton tank. That gives it a power-to-weight ratio of something. I don't know. I don't want to do the math. Would I recommend this tank? Yes, I would, because the gun traverse on this thing is like here to here. It's massive. Unlike this thing, which is like this. So, good luck with that thing. Massive target, the armor profile, 56 at the front, 35 at the sides, and 35 at the rear. Now, if you manage to hit the gun mantle, especially under the gun, right there, I don't think there's a gun in the game that can get through, like, 1,500 millimeters of armor. Pretty much every other tier 5, maybe even mostly, well, almost all tier 4s, I think, can get through the rest of this 56 millimeters of armor. Almost every tank in the game can get through 35. So, not that well armored, but it is French. Open top, so artillery magnet. Not that fast. Don't believe the top speed on French tanks. Next up is the tier 4 French artillery. This is kind of just a side project for me. You know, just meh. Everything on this tank is tier 5 fully upgraded except for the tracks. And that really doesn't matter because it's an artillery. Who wants tracks? When you get this thing stock, it's gonna have this crappy little 105mm gun. You upgrade, and you get this. Damage increase of 35, penetration increase of 7. But the rate of fire goes down a little bit. Accuracy up. Aiming time same. Weight higher. So it is a tier 5 gun. I would still recommend getting this gun. This is the gun that I use. Tier 6 radio, just get the tier 10. Get the Mathis engine. 250 horsepower versus 200. And the track's 15.5 ton load limit versus 18.6. Traverse speed 26, 23. And yeah, armor profiles on this tank are 30 at the front, 15 at the sides, and 15 at the rear. Honestly, I'd rather be using that machine gun. This gun is so inaccurate, and the splash damage on all French artillery is so bad. Firing high explosive, you're not going to get any penetration. 45, 75, not that great. 10 degrees of gun traverse, and the traverse angles are like this, so they're alright. It's pretty fast. It does hit 60 if you're staying on a flat plane. 340 view range, 750 signal range. It's alright. Yeah, it's pretty good. Could be better, though. Don't get me wrong, this tank is not all good news and bad news. It's average. What else is there to talk about? It does get APCR as its secondary ammo, so penetration is surprisingly high. Damage, not as much. And yeah, the tank, okay, all French artillery that I have found so far, because on the test server, I have used every single French artillery, starting from tier 6, except for this thing, because I've heard this is the worst artillery in the game, because it's still using a tier 5 105mm howitzer on tier 5 artillery. Then you go up a tier and you get 155. But still, from using this with its good old 75mm howitzer, and then upgrading to this where it gets 105, from here to here, huge leap. I love it. From here to here, I wish they would have just put a bigger gun on this and made it this. But, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? As you can see, I'm nowhere near getting a tier 5. Nowhere near. But, yeah. And the final tank, BDR, I guess. I just got this back. I mean, I researched it, I don't know, a few months ago. Hey, I don't want to get that. I want to get the 90mm gun. I researched it, and I played one game in it with that tier 4 gun, and I said, nope, I'm having none of this, and I sold it. But now, I got all this upgraded, except for the 90mm gun and the radio. I'm going to hold off on the radio for a while. And, yeah, I say that too much, and I know. Another tumor on the top of this thing. It does make it unique, though. 75mm gun, well, let's just assume that you're going to be using the 90mm. So, 90mm gun, tier 7, it is pretty much the exact same thing that you get on the S35. So, it's still good. It's better on this tank than it is on the S35, because this is more suited for it. Armor profiles for the turret are 80mm at the front, 70 at the sides, and 60 at the rear. Don't use the tier 4 turret because it's 60, 60, 60. 666. Radio, the tier 9 one, 710, signal range, engine, 450 horsepower, and tracks 40 ton limit and 24 traverse speed. This tank weighs, my configuration, exactly 37 tons, 30 top speed, 24 traverse speed for the hull, 26 for the turret. At the hull, or hull-wise, the armor isn't any better, 60, 40, 60. Interesting, it has more ass armor than it does side armor. Standard shells, 75, 125 penetration, 83 to 138 damage. Well, no, I'm not using the 90mm, so I can't say that. Yeah. Would I recommend this tank? Sure. Why not? I mean, I have an Excelsior. Excelsior's still pretty good. Premium, though. I like it. I like it a lot. And then you go to this thing. Shut up, you nutty plane. I'll flick you out of the sky like an artillery. So what I recommend this tank? Yeah, 650 hit points on this, 280 on this, 330 on this, 170 on this. So these tiers 4 and 5 French tanks. Here, let me just... France. There we go. So, would I recommend these tanks, all of them? Yes, I would. You just need to know how to play them. I mean, I've been playing the S-35 for so long, I've gotten that much XP. And it takes a while to get that much XP. So you can imagine how many times I've been playing this thing. I love it. You just need to know how to use it, and you'll be golden. So actually, I'm thinking I should take this little beetle thing with a tumor into battle. Yeah, let's do it. Alright. Into battle we go. Who's online? Chew, HF, TK, George, and someone else. Ooh, KV220. I've heard those are getting a lot more common. Just recently, actually, a couple battles ago, I saw a Panzer 5.6, the old Alpha tank. Yeah. Quite laggy. So there's the BDR. He has the 90? I think he has the 90. I don't know. If they had fitted the BDR G1B with the 105mm that they put on the S-35, it would be borderline overpowered.
Move out.
So let's just go ahead and drive over here. I don't know what accent that was. Well, it was an accent. But you can just get a feel for how narrow this gun traverse area is. And see, 37 kilometers an hour my ass. I'm going 24. Ass. Would you look at that? I don't play on this map a lot, so I just want to get this game over with. I did get 4 kills on this map once. I'm gonna have a new video coming out, again, me and my S-35, of, I believe, well, I can't tell you. I cannot tell you. It's me and my S-35, and some serious stuff goes down with a KV-2 and a TOG. And they're both on the enemy team. That's all I'm gonna tell you. So we're almost to the top of this little incline. As you can see, 10 kilometers an hour going up that little hill. Matilda Black Prince. I've heard that thing is slow and doesn't have a lot of armor. Like this. So we're basically cousins. I tried to dive into that little hole there as fast as possible because he can 3-shot me. KV-1, if I get behind him, I could put a shot into his ass. But I'm going to try and stay alive as long as possible. Spot these guys. And then pull out. So you gotta pull out. Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
Critical hit.
Oh, shit. Oh, maybe 4-shot me. Okay, so he's dead.
We're
And the
done for.
KV-1 gets
Everyone
me.
get out.
Whatever. It's all good. And you didn't really get a feel for that. I'll just show you something else. I'll show you the artillery. Yeah. Just to show you how bad the splash radius is on that thing. God, I hate it. I just need to get the tier 8, and then I'm going to stop there because the tier 8 looks awesome. You know what line I also really want to go down? The Chinese heavy line. Get that 113 Rocking the 2300 hit points, 240 mils of turret armor, 122 millimeter gun. Ooh. Ah. Hey, how are you, friend? So, having fun in your iron bathtub? I think so. Alright, come on. Hurry up, battle. You can do it. Don't judge. I'm lagging. I have a horrible computer.
Let's get this show on the road.
I used to actually have a really good computer. And then I had to sell it. Financial troubles, man. Financial troubles. Sucks ass. So you can just get a feel for how fast that reload is. 17 seconds. I mean, it's not great, by any stretch of the imagination. 'Tis not great. But it is what it is. And we've got the Lee. Die, bitch. Damn it. C-46, you're gonna start moving, aren't you? Yeah, that's what I thought. Alright. M37, you're not moving. You're an artillery. But you just got shot, so yeah, you're probably gonna move before my shell hits you and kills you. Boom. Headshot. Alright, BT-7 AFK. We're gonna fully aim this.
They're knocked out.
There's 2 kills. So yeah, the gun traverse on this thing is pretty good. Who do we got? Oh god, what was that? Oh, hello, Fwee. Don't move. You dick. God damn it. Okay, look at that burst radius. He took 0 damage. Alright, we got a big ol' push of heavies over here. I'm actually going to get a move on, because there are 6 of them. That's half of the enemy team. See, I can do math. Ugh. Ow. I'm gonna get hit. So yeah, this thing is relatively fast. Excellent. I'm boned. Is it me and the S-35 are the only things that have kills right now? People wonder why we lose games. It's because of them. Oh, Ali got a kill. Jesus. That's bad luck. I think it is bad luck for Ali to get a kill, actually. Well, fuck.
They killed our driver. We're covering his position, but now
Yep.
bail out. This vehicle has had it.
Oh well. We lost that game anyway. Incompetent fools. What medal did we get? Bruiser. Yeah. So anyway, that's gonna wrap that video up. Charge of the tier 4s instead of the tier 5s. Whatever. I will see you all next time. Bye.